today's 6-ingredient supper is my take on a veggie lo mein. We are keeping it super simple. We're starting with ramen noodles, and I know these might throw you back to your college dorm room days, but I promise you we are throwing out the seasoning pack and we are taking your ramen noodles to the next level. We're gonna start by bringing our water to a boil. So now we're just gonna pop our ramen noodles right into our boiling water. One of the great things about this recipe is you can use almost any noodles you want and you just cook them according to the package. Because after this, we are going to remove them from the pan and then stir in our sauce. While these are cooking, we're just going to chop up some bell peppers and stir together our sauce. These instant ramen noodles cook really quickly. We want to make sure that we don't overcook them. So as soon as they're done, we are going to take them over to the sink, drain out the liquid, and then we'll start building our lo mein right in the same pan. Now, because I am making my veggie lo mein with just 6 ingredients, I have obviously had to pick and choose my veggies carefully. For me, I am using bell peppers and coleslaw mix. This is one of my favorite secret ingredients because it has green cabbage, red cabbage, and shredded carrots. Plus, it saves you a ton of prep time. And I love the little bit of crunch that it adds. So you can add more or you can swap these out for some of your favorites. This recipe is super flexible. I'm gonna start by cooking my peppers in the same pan with just a little drizzle of oil. So our peppers are crisp tender. You can cook them as much or as little as you like. I am now going to add in my coleslaw mix and go ahead and judge, but I am not even gonna measure. I'm just gonna dump some in. You can add a little more or a little less, or just go with the recipe. So we're just gonna give our coleslaw mix a couple minutes to cook down just slightly. We still wanna keep most of that crunch. And we are going to stir together our super simple sauce. We have hoisin sauce, low sodium soy sauce, some fresh minced ginger. I buy the jar and it is super simple. And our last ingredient is just a little bit of water. I lied, that wasn't the last one. Our last ingredient is a little bit of oil, and you can use sesame oil if you have some kicking around. I wouldn't go out and buy it just for the small amount that I use in this recipe. If you don't have any, feel free to just swap in canola oil or vegetable oil. Now we're just going to add in our ramen or whatever kind of noodles you are using, and our sauce. And that is all there is to it. You're just gonna heat it in the pan until the noodles and the sauce are warmed through, and then serve. We don't wanna overcook because we don't want mushy noodles, so we're all set.